Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Just Gay Stuff Podcast. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Jess.
I just was laughing because you were just doing these weird dance moves.
Yeah, because you know how a couple of episodes ago I was like,
No one
I cut
sees
out all
this.
the dancing, so I thought I would keep dancing until it was my turn to speak so that at least someone saw it.
Oh, I thought you were going to just say you were going to put a compilation together of
No.
all of our
No.
intros.
No.
So people can just see our weird and wacky intros.
Definitely not doing that. Mainly because I don't have them. I've cut them out and they're not
okay.
there.
Well, sure. For anyone who's been listening for a while, they would know that we've been doing this podcast for
Too long.
too long. Yeah, too long. No. For, I guess, almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years. It was coming up to 2 years because we started this in January of 2024.
Yeah.
So it's been a year and a half and
Crazy.
we're in the later months of 2025, which means we're gearing up to 2 years.
Exactly. And for those who maybe are new here or just joining us on Just Gay Stuff Podcast, I don't know if they know or if they could gather from our little interactions, but Jess and I are partners.
Are we?
We are.
She said yes.
I know. And we've been together for 2.5 years,
Yes.
which is wild in itself.
It is because it feels like 2.5 years, but it doesn't feel like 2.5 years at all.
It feels like not enough time, but it feels like 10 years in time.
It feels like a lot, but then it feels like not a lot at all. I
Yeah.
think I was only saying to Lauren the other day because we were both in long-term relationships for a long time before those ended.
You longer than me.
Yeah, but still you were in a long-term relationship before that. And we have spoken about that on the podcast before. But we were talking about how it's weird how sometimes when you think about your past life and your past partners, I was saying to Lauren how I feel like all of my past experiences have now still been with Lauren. It's like I just can't imagine my life without her being a part of it.
Aw.
Even though I know that it was with someone else, it's kind of like my memories have been replaced with memories of Lauren, even though she wasn't there. And I think that's just like a weird psychology, but that's just how my brain reacts to those memories now. And not that they're bad memories, because they're not. It's just I can't imagine a time in my life where you weren't there.
Me either. And
Yeah.
I'll take it. That's cute.
Yeah.
I'll interject your brain any day.
I try to be cute.
Yeah, that's cute. Well, I know that everybody really loved our quiz episodes, and
Yeah,
you had
we had
someone
some great
yesterday.
feedback telling us what score they got, and they way outscored me. So
Yeah, I think they way outscored both of us.
yeah, they didn't tell us the score, but they said that they way outscored us.
Yeah. Well,
So I feel the shame right now.
yeah, same. We're going to revisit that, but for this week's episode, I thought we would get a little bit more personal.
Well, a friend did say you did these quiz episodes and you had done trivia episodes before, but have you ever quizzed each other about each other?
About how well you know each other. So, in this week's episode, the title being How Well Do You Know Each Other, we're going to find out with these little quiz questions how well we do actually know each other after 2.5 years. So, are you ready, baby?
I am ready. And so are we, just because you are the one who has put this episode together, are you just quizzing me on you, or are we going to quiz each other on the same question and see who gets it correct?
I think I was going to go quiz each other on the same question and see how much we know each other both ways that way.
Okay,
if
yeah, that
makes
sounds
sense.
really good.
Now, the other question I wanted to ask, which isn't the start of the quiz yet,
Okay.
was do you want to go one for one? Like I ask a question, you ask a question, or just ask the question hosting and then we just answer?
I think you ask the question hosting and then we'll just both give our answers.
All right.
Do I need to take notes?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You should hopefully know most of them
Well,
already.
hopefully. But I also went into this thinking, you know, there are those basic questions like, what's your favorite food? And I really don't know if I have those. So,
What?
yeah, I just.
Actually, that's kind of true because we went straight to like hard, deep conversations instead of like the.
No, but I just don't know if I have a favorite food.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I'm just, you know,
I could tell you one that's kind of your favorite right now.
well, let's
get
wait.
to the
Let's
quiz.
wait because I'm sure it's in there.
Well,
I'm sure it's in there.
the irony.
Oh,
the
it's the first
question. What's my ultimate comfort food?
Okay, so we're starting here. What is Lauren's ultimate comfort food? Look, listeners, you're going to learn a lot about us, whether it's the truth or it's a lie. So
whether it's good or not. I actually don't know if I have an ultimate comfort food.
I would say your ultimate comfort food is chocolate,
Oh, yeah.
because that is one of those things that after dinner on the couch, we go, oh, can we have some chocky? And it's like, you know, that ultimate warmth thing where you're under a blanket on the couch.
Yeah, that's true. I would say yours is also a bit of a sneaky chocky.
Is that my ultimate comfort food?
I don't know if it's your ultimate comfort food, but I think you go through phases. I was going to say at the moment, I think your ultimate comfort food is like beef jerky.
No, that's definitely not a comfort. I would definitely go with chocky over beef jerky.
Yeah?
But I think the difference is the kind of chocky.
Ooh.
So I go through waves of what's my favorite. So at the moment, because there's Kit Kats in the fridge,
It's Kit Kats.
Kit Kats are pretty good.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we get Tim Tams, and then Tim Tams are
Yeah, you're a
the
sucker for a
crutch.
Tim Tam.
Yeah, but only the double coated. Only the double coated's worth putting in your mouth, everyone. Just saying.
You like them double choc vibes and
I
you're dating
do.
a white girl.
All right.
If I could live anywhere in the world that's not Australia, where would it be?
You would live anywhere where I am.
That's true. That's a cute answer, and that's true. But if we weren't together or if it was just a thing out in the universe, I probably would live in London.
Would you?
Yeah.
But you've never been there, so how would
I
you
don't
know what you
know.
like?
I don't know.
I don't think you would know that you liked it enough to live there if you haven't been there yet.
Well, that's true.
yeah.
Where would...
Well, you have to guess
yeah,
for
I
me.
have to
You can't
guess.
just ask me.
I don't know. I think you love Australia. Not at the moment. You wouldn't currently live in America. You would live there to go and visit Universal Studios to Springfield.
Yes, LA is a very nice place that I like to go to. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. LA is not a very nice place, but I do love visiting LA because it has a lot of very cool things that I enjoy a lot.
It's one place that you really wanted to take me to
It's
show
one-
me the world.
It's one place I have always really wanted to live, but I mean, when you weigh up what we have here in Australia versus how Americans are struggling and other places in the world are struggling, you really have to be grateful for what we do have here in Australia. So I think ultimately I probably wouldn't go anywhere else.
I think that's how I feel. Like, even though I said London, I think if Australia wasn't an option, I would go to London or go somewhere else. But I think for me, Australia's always been home. We are very lucky in the place where we live that, you know, we have options for certain amount of healthcare and
Yeah, exactly what I meant when I said.
access to certain things.
Yep. So I would just stay in Australia, I think.
I think that's a good one.
Yep.
All right. Here's a tricky one. No, I'm just kidding.
Tricky. No, this one's easy, I thought.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
What's the one thing that instantly puts me in a good mood?
Besides me, I would say listening to musicals soundtracks
That is correct.
or watching your favorite TV show at the time,
That is correct.
which your comfort TV show is How I Met Your Mother.
Sure is. Oh, she's paid attention.
I have paid attention. You would hope so after 2.5
You'd
years.
hope so.
Okay, so what is one thing that instantly puts me in a good mood? I feel like I'm hard to impress.
You are hard.
I'm hard to please and I'm hard to impress. And
Other than
when
me?
I'm in a shitty mood, it's hard to drag me out.
It is. Other than me, you're Roggos.
Yeah, I do like the dogs, but sometimes they put me in a shitty mood.
I don't know what instantly puts you in a good mood, but I think if you're in that shitty mood, it's just like you have that bit of space and then you process your feelings and then you bash people on the PlayStation.
Yes, PlayStation. I do love PlayStation. But something that would instantly put me in a good mood is definitely good food.
Ah, I learned something new about
Especially if I'm hangry, because if you're hungry and
you. Angry.
if you're hangry, you just need good food.
That's fair. Actually, I have noticed that about you. Mm-hmm. You
A
can
good meal will change my mood instantly.
You can be you're a hangry person.
I do get hangry.
You do get hangry. I don't really get hangry.
I get really fucking annoyed if I'm starving.
You do. That was like when we went to the Eka and you were like, I'm starving. Can we just buy this jerky so I can eat some food?
I ate lamb jerky at the Eka. It was so good. Can I just say? It was really good. I've never had it before.
And then you ate a bunch of jerky last night in the car and it stank.
Yeah, it was good. It was after soccer, after I scored a goal. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Who is my all-time celebrity crush?
You like, this is hard because you like a lot of people. It's like me.
I was going to say, so do you.
I would say your all-time celebrity crush would be you like,
You know this because we've spoken about it on the podcast.
I don't know her name, but you like the girl from Lucifer, the dark girl.
Oh, I do like her. Yeah, that wasn't who I was thinking of, but I do
You
like
also
her.
like the dark girl from Vampire Diaries, Bonnie.
I do like her, yeah.
But that's not correct, is it?
So it would be Rachel McAdams.
Oh, but she's not your type.
I know, but I've always
You're
had a
throwing
thing.
me off. You've thrown me off.
I've always had a thing for Cameron Diaz in the...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
in the-
Hey, you said she was your first crush, though, not ultimate
I know.
crush.
Rachel McAdams, Maze. You're probably right. Maze is pretty sexy and
Is that from Lucifer?
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen it.
yeah, I know.
I've seen the first few episodes
I
and that's
know.
it.
That's all right. There's a scene in there, I think, where Maze and Lauren kiss, and I'm like, ooh,
You're like, I'm Lauren.
I am.
Because I am Lauren.
That's why I chose the dark girl.
Okay, well, what about me? Who's my all-time celebrity crush?
I can't really think of your all-time celebrity crush at the moment because it's changed a little bit.
Well, no, it hasn't changed. My all-time celebrity crush, I couldn't even tell you who it is because I just
I
have
can
that
tell you
list
who you've
of
got
people.
a crush on right now.
Yes, tell me, who is my ultimate babe right now at this moment?
Well, we've passed on a previous babe because she's gone to the dark side.
Yeah,
But we won't mention names.
No, we won't.
But the ultimate crush that you have now is Miss Kelly Clarkson.
Because lesbians, where are you? Have you seen
The
her?
wink.
Have you seen her karaoke where she is singing that song by The Outfield, Lose Your Love, and she literally is like, you know, I like my girls a little bit older, and she like winks to the camera and like who's
All the lesbians
Who's
died.
the girl that
Whitney
she's into?
Cummings.
Whitney Cummings was like, women are leaving their husbands over this wink, and it's so true. I like died inside. My whole insides melted into like the pits of my
Your vagina.
stomach.
Oh.
and that.
Well, and
I was
then-
being, radio friendly.
Oh. And then you were like, babe, I got to show you this.
Oh, and then I just went down the Kelly Clarkson rabbit hole of all of her karaoke's, and any song where she's not changed the pronouns and she's singing about women. Oh my God, she could just have me for breakfast. It's just amazing.
Kinky.
Yeah, I'd just let her devour me. It is what it is. I can't run from it.
Cool.
And I wouldn't.
Take me, Kelly.
Yeah.
If I won the lottery tomorrow, what's the first thing I'd buy?
A house with me.
Yeah. I was going to say, we're going to have the same answer for
We're going to have the
this
same answer.
one.
Because Lauren and I are kind of going on that journey at the moment where we are looking to get into the property market. It is a hard task, as
Very
anyone
hard.
would know if you are like us and trying that. We'll eventually get there, but it is a long process, and there's getting over the line for your loan, and then there's finding somewhere you actually want to see yourself living. So there's that.
Look, we've got the first step. We have someone to live with us because living by yourself is hard.
Well, yeah, so at least we've got each
We've
other.
got that part. Yeah, I think the same thing. As you said, it comes with our ages as well. Unfortunately, they don't teach you this because you don't go to something called adult school.
No. Even
I mean,
though
you
think
could.
School should be for adults. Like, they're trying to make you into good adults, right?
Yeah.
Well, they need to start teaching like life things instead of algebra.
They should teach life skills because now I remember the first time I was and had to learn about doing tax. I was like, what?
Here's what I
doing?
think. This is a total arc that I'm traveling on.
Okay, go with it.
But do you think that teachers that teach maths and science, they know they're going to be a teacher? Like, they know they want to do that?
You can ask one of them. We're friends with one
I
of
know,
them.
but I'm saying, do you think that someone who wants to be a teacher in those kind of fields just knows that they're going to be? No, I do. See, I do. They have their shit worked out. So I think if you want to teach that, then you should just elect to have those subjects. Everyone else should be taught how to do their tax, how to get a home loan, how to
I
save,
see what
how to
you
budget.
mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, I get you. I do agree with you, but I know from asking said source that they didn't know that that's what they were going to end up
Oh,
doing.
okay. Well, that's fine. It is what it is. Okay, next question. I am going.
you're taking over
I am
now.
going to do. Let's do like a.
Okay, yeah.
I am going back on what I first said. So, what is my biggest pet peeve?
Oh, you have a few.
I do. I have a lot actually.
Yeah.
We've come to the conclusion that I'm quite OCD.
You are quite OCD. You don't like it. I think the biggest one at the moment that has been a topic of conversation, which I think was going to be thrown into a different conversation, but I'm bringing
We
it
can
up.
touch on it. We'll
I'm
touch
bringing
on it
it
now.
up now. Do you think that outside clothes like track pants and that, if they're worn outside, can't be worn as pajamas and then you can't wear them out again?
Yes.
Like pajama clothes have to be set pajama clothes.
Yes. Let me explain. You wouldn't wear your pajamas outside. Look, some of us do. That's fine. I'm not judging you. I'm just
Guilty.
judging Lauren.
Yes, she is. I'll let you, she is.
I'm saying if you take a going out shirt, like a t-shirt that you've worn outside, and then you wear it to bed, it's now pajamas. You can't no longer go outside in that shirt.
Yes, you can.
No, but that's a pet peeve of mine. You can't do that. You can't mix clothes like that. It just does not work. You can't do it. I don't care who is doing it. We can't do it.
I think that's your biggest pet peeve at the moment, but
At the
you do
moment.
have a few of them.
My other pet peeves, I would say, is like the toilet roll on backwards, which we've spoken about before.
We've spoken about that on the pod, like one of our very first episodes.
One of my biggest things is clean as you go, and then it doesn't build up and one person has to do all this cleaning later.
Yeah.
And just like if you get something from somewhere,
replace it or
yeah. I was going to say put it back. I don't always do that, but major things, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's mine?
What's your biggest pet peeve? When people call you Laura instead of Lauren.
That's one of them, yes. That's true. I do
what's
not
the
like
other
that.
one? You have other ones though.
It's hard because I'm a very patient person, so
You
I
are.
don't let things get to me easily.
That gets to you though.
It does.
And
Sorry to all the Lauras out there.
And when people have called you Lorenzo, you don't like nicknames that aren't like approved by you.
Yeah, that's true. I think because
Even our friend calls you Loza and you're like, only you.
yeah, that's because he surprised me and I was like, okay, we're going with that. Sure. I think my other one is hearing like the fork on someone's teeth.
How do you hear that?
I
Do you have
don't know.
like
I do
superhuman
have
hearing?
hearing? Yeah. Or
Do you know what I really love? When like you hit teeth when you kiss.
yeah, we've spoken about that.
That's really sexy. Some people might not think so, but I do.
That's fine. Yeah, I
Come
think
here, smack me with your chompers.
I think my biggest pet peeve is that.
Or hearing people chew.
Yeah,
That's
that
really
one.
bad.
Hearing people chew.
I had this friend once and he would we'd go to Macca's drive-through and he'd get a thick shake and instead of just taking a sip, he'd do this thing where like he sips and then it's like,
Is it a slurping?
no, it's not slurping, like, but then you're tasting what you've sipped in your mouth. So then he'd be like,
Oh no,
it's really bad. I can't do it.
that hurt my ears. All right, moving on.
Let's move on. Which movie or TV show could I watch over and over without getting bored?
Ooh,
This is so easy for me.
The Simpsons.
No.
Oh, Rizzoli and Isles.
No.
Fallout.
No.
What?
Baby, what is my like sleep TV show?
Family Guy.
Kath and Kim.
Oh yeah,
I've seen it like 100 times
Kath and
in the
Kim.
2
But you
years that
haven't
we
watched it in a long time.
No, but that's one show that I would watch over and over and over and over and over.
I didn't think about that because that has been your sleep show, so I wasn't paying attention.
Well,
that
I know
way.
that yours is How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot better than I am.
Yeah, I am. Okay, go to the next question.
What's my favorite way to spend a lazy Sunday? Lazy Sunday, what's that?
Yeah, I would say on the couch under a blanket watching a movie or a good TV show, maybe even with your favorite snack. Some chocky.
You. What?
I mean, I'm chocky. I can be chocky. What's mine?
I think same.
Yeah.
Likewise. I think yours would just play a bit of PlayStation
Yeah, definitely.
to that, or play a board game or something.
Nah, board
that's-
game can go in the bin.
That's too active.
Yeah, it's too active.
Yeah.
Definitely some time on the couch just chilling
Chillin'.
is definitely a great way to spend a lazy Sunday. And maybe even have a sneaky beverage.
Oh, a sneaky bevy.
I don't
the ones
mind
that
a
you're brewing.
Yeah, I don't mind a sneaky beer.
All right, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
What's one thing I always forget, even though you've probably reminded me 100 times?
To clean as you go. And
I don't know. I forget a lot of things.
you forget emails you've already read me. But yeah, probably the cleaning as you go. There's
Yeah.
not many things I would say that you forget when I've said.
No. I think when we first started dating, it wasn't something that you told me. It was just that I was forgetting my medication. Like I knew I was taking it, but then I was forgetting whether I took it or I didn't.
Well, that's a personal thing for you.
Yeah.
That's got nothing to do with me.
No, I know, but you reminded me.
Did I?
Yeah, you
No.
were like, have this reminder. And
It's
I
a
was
long
like,
time
okay.
ago.
This is crazy. We're already
Okay,
at
what about for
21.
me? What about for me? What's one thing I forget even though you remind me 100 times?
Your glasses
Oh, yeah.
on the table, where your phone is.
Yeah. But that's not always in the same place.
No, it's not. But I'm like, don't forget this. Don't forget that.
That's true.
You don't really have
Actually,
things. You're
no.
quite self-sufficient.
One thing is I use in-ears when I play gigs
yeah.
and Lauren is always reminding me to put my stuff on charge,
That's
which
true.
I
I
am
do say that.
eternally grateful for because sometimes I do forget.
I do constantly say, put your stuff on charge.
Okay. This next question is like a 3 questions in one.
Yeah, I don't
This
know
is-
what happened.
What's my guilty pleasure song, movie, or snack? Well, guilty pleasure snack we know as Chocky.
Chocky. Guilty pleasure movie. Kath and Kim Dorella.
No. You know the movie I said I could watch it over and over again
Oh.
and never get sick of it.
Just go with it.
Well, yeah, that's one of them. I have like 5.
What's
but
the
there's
other one?
Shallow Hal.
Oh, yeah.
I
but
love
we haven't
that
watched that one
movie.
enough. Just
I
go with
love
it.
that
When we
movie.
first started dating, Just Go With It was the first one. But to be fair, you're like any Adam Sandler.
Well, no, that's not true.
Most Adam Sandlers. No? Okay.
His later ones have been pretty.
Yeah. Well, we're not talking about later ones. We're talking about old school Adam Sandler.
But Just Go With It is an old school Adam Sandler. Old school Adam Sandler is like
51st
Billy
Dates.
Madison, Little Nicky, The Water Boy.
I don't think I ever watched Little Nicky.
It wasn't really good, but you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What's
We're
your
not pulling
guilty
him
pleasure
apart.
song?
Guilty pleasure song.
That's hard. That's
That
hard
is.
for you as an artist.
Hard to ask a musician that question.
Yeah.
I don't really have a guilty pleasure song because I hardly even listen to music anymore.
I don't really have a guilty pleasure song either.
Your guilty pleasure style of music is musicals.
Yeah.
I'm
Guilty
gonna say-
pleasure movie, you know that.
Your guilty pleasure movie?
You know.
Rent.
No, but that's a good one.
Your guilty pleasure movie that you love. Do I know it?
You do. We haven't watched it together, but you do know it. Because it's currently playing as a musical in Melbourne in December.
Beetlejuice.
No, that's currently playing now, but that is a guilty pleasure movie.
In December. I don't know. Tell me.
Anastasia.
Oh, yes, of course. I remember because I don't particularly enjoy that movie, but you love it. So
Yeah.
that's great. What's my favorite season of the year?
Summer, because
Yes.
you are hot, baby.
I hate the cold. I am hating this winter. I cannot wait for it to warm up.
If the weather goes below 23 degrees, you're like, it's freaking cold.
No, if the weather goes below 23, I'm like, let's get a jumper on. But
Lately, it's been winter.
it's been very cold.
Yeah.
So I would say your favorite season, is it spring?
Yeah.
Yeah, between the cool and the
Why?
starting to get warm.
Why is spring my favorite?
Because you're a spring chicken.
I am. I'm a spring baby.
Because you like new life.
I literally answered the question for you and you still didn't hear me.
Because you're a spring baby.
Yeah.
That's not a reason to like spring.
I like spring because I was born in spring.
Why? Because it's your birthday?
Yeah.
I like spring because it's my birthday and I get presents.
Yeah.
Wow, Lauren, that's so deep.
All right, ready? This one we can answer together. Favorite TV show we've watched together?
What do you mean? Favorite TV show? Oh, like that we've watched together.
Yeah.
What is it? We've watched heaps together.
Yeah, but our latest one that we've watched
Oh,
together.
what? Rizzoli and
and
Isles.
Isles.
So the question should have been, what's your favorite queer baiting show that you have felt assaulted by?
Rizzoli and
Rizzoli
Isles.
and Isles. Okay, favorite
answered that.
type of movie.
Ooh.
You
Ooh.
like musicals.
Musicals. I'm an easy
You're
target.
such a nerd. You love musicals.
I'm an easy target.
What about me?
You like thriller, like psychological ones.
Yep.
Because you love your crime mystery
I do.
buff things. We
Buff
also
things.
like documentary style.
I do love a good doco.
Yeah.
You and I go searching for a good doco.
We do go searching for a good doco,
Yeah.
good crime drama. My go-to drink, alcoholic or non-alcoholic.
Okay, let's start with alcoholic. Your go-to alcoholic drink. You don't really drink.
No, I don't.
But if you're going to have an alcoholic drink, you'd have some sort of cocktail over anything else. Something sweet.
yeah, something fruity so it doesn't taste like alcohol.
Yeah.
Your go-to alcoholic drink would be a pina colada, and you get very mad if people don't have the ingredients to make a pina
I
colada.
wasn't even thinking about pina coladas, but I'm like, yes, pina colada is my go-to
I
alcohol
know.
drink.
What were you thinking of? Your homebrew?
Yeah, I was thinking of, I do
Your
love a
ginger
spicy
beer?
ginger beer. Yes,
Yeah.
that's great. Your favorite
Our non-alcoholic drink at the moment is a Coke.
coffee?
Yeah. I was going to say Coke Zero, but yeah, coffee.
Yeah, well, Coke Zero is the easiest thing to order at a bar, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, coffee for you.
Yeah.
And I do love my coffee in the morning.
You like your coffees, but you have interesting coffees, and I got in trouble because I didn't make her coffees correct. So she said, don't make them anymore.
Lauren puts not enough of the coffee powder in and then too much milk, so it just tastes like hot milk. And that's not really my go-to drink. So
Wow. My favorite color.
Your favorite color is blue?
Your favorite color is red.
Yeah, that was easy.
That was easy.
Absolutely easy.
A song that always makes me happy.
Well, anything from a musical.
Yeah. I feel like
Something-
we're repeating half of these
Something
questions.
from Waitress,
I do like something for, actually, I haven't listened to anything from Waitress in a while.
but you do love.
I do love Waitress.
And you love I take the piss out of Lauren all the time because we went
Standard.
to see Paris, if anyone knows that band,
Oh, yeah, this story.
last year for the sideshow from maybe it was the year before.
I think it was the year before.
Whenever they were out here
We've
last.
been dating for 2.5 years, baby.
I know, it's been a long time. Whenever they were out here last and we went to the sideshow and the band that was supporting them were Magnolia Park.
Yeah.
And Lauren does like Magnolia Park. They are a bit heavier than general.
They're cool though.
But Lauren kept calling them Milk Lab.
I was like, oh, I didn't really like the main chick, but I really like that band Milk Lab.
And I'm like, that's a milk brand. They don't make music, they make milk. But yeah, so you also like Magnolia Park.
I do like Magnolia
Because they
Park.
had that song Addison Rae and you knew who that was, so you felt touched by their performance.
Sure.
That's how I feel.
Sure.
That's how I feel.
That's what happened.
Okay, a
Do you know
song-
who else I also like? Beth McCarthy.
Oh yeah, you like Beth.
Yeah.
Okay, what's a song that always makes me happy? I feel like that's hard.
That's such a hard question because music is your career and it's your work. So honestly, you don't like songs, you like podcasts.
It's true. Okay.
True crime
okay.
podcasts.
What's my favorite podcast?
That depends.
No, I still have a favorite.
Morbid.
Yes.
And then
They do not need a shout out, but if you want good true crime podcasts.
But at the moment,
you
you
go.
have been listening to Scamfluencers.
I have been.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Scamfluencers. I was going to say scam influencers.
Which
That's
is
not it.
really interesting because there is so many scams out there that you don't realize have actually happened and it's just in front of your face.
And involving celebrities, you said.
yeah, heaps are involving celebrities.
That's crazy.
And 90% of them are involving like members of the Real Housewives casts.
Really?
Yeah, and like I don't watch the Real Housewives because I don't
Neither.
watch a lot of trash TV.
Oh, I do. That's my guilty pleasure.
Oh yeah, trash TV. But I know what your trash TV is.
What?
The Jewish wedding show.
Oh, yeah. The
Find
match,
me a
find me a
Jewish
Jew.
matchmakers.
Find me a
Yes.
Jew. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
that
yeah.
was, yeah. All right, here's one. And you're going to laugh at this.
Okay, I'm ready.
Can your partner cook?
No.
What's their significant dish?
Signature dish.
Oh, signature.
Significant dish.
I'm also blind.
Did she have a significant dish? Yeah, the significant dish is Lauren once tried to make me sanshoy bao and she put half a bottle of soy sauce in it. And then we went to have dinner
I
with her
didn't
mum
mean to.
and I was dying. I was literally
She
like,
was. My
I
best
had-
friend took her to the pharmacist.
And I almost died on the way there because your best friend drives like a maniac. So I didn't know from which angle I was going
Gonna
to
die?
be unalive.
I didn't mean to. The reason this came about was because when you were away, which is funny because you're about to go away again, but when you were away the first time, my best friend and my sister came over here and I made them the sanchoy bao and it was really, really good.
You made them the best sanchoy bao you've ever made in your life.
I did. And so I wanted to make one for you
and
guys.
then you tried to kill me with it.
And then I accidentally had too much soy sauce because it poured out really quickly. But I told you guys not to eat it, but you felt bad because I cooked it. So you just swallowed your pride and ate it anyways. And I was like, why?
Without taking the piss out of this question, Lauren makes really good corn fritters
Thank
and I
you.
love them. So every time Lauren makes corn fritters, I'm really happy.
Sometimes you just request it. You're like, can you just make these?
Yep.
And that's the only time they let me in the kitchen.
Oh, you roasted a lamb once.
Did I?
Yeah, remember
Oh,
you
in the
made a
air
roast?
fryer?
It was really good for someone who doesn't eat meat.
Yeah,
you
I don't
roasted a
remember.
good lamb.
I also do a good steak that's not
Edible for you?
Yeah. That.
What about me? Can your partner cook, Lauren?
Yes, she can.
And what's my signature dish?
Oh, you do a very good curry. And coconut rice is a good
Yeah, coconut rice.
one.
Our friend's recipe, yeah.
I don't know. You just are a good cook. I don't think you have it. Oh, naan bread pizza?
Oh yeah, naan bread
I
pizza.
don't
That's
know.
pretty good.
You're good at cooking and trying flavors. You know your flavors.
I think if you can pair your flavors together and you know how to make something less salty or more sweet or more spicy or more, if you know what to use to get the desired taste, then you're good.
You make good ramen.
I do love a good ramen. The last ramen we had was really good.
Actually, and that's what we were looking at. I think we saved it was like a ramen bake thing that we were going to make.
Yeah,
That looks
I'm
good.
an absolute slut for those Facebook recipes.
Yeah.
I love
He was
that.
just gonna I'm an absolute slut. Full stop.
Oh, this question's easy. Where did we first meet?
We first met at Garden City at the beach house.
We did.
and I was shaking in my boots.
Okay, what was my first impression of you?
I don't know.
Yes, you do because you said it the other day.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do. It was because of the clothes that I was wearing. Okay, so when we went on our first date, I was wearing a red dress,
Denim
jacket. And I had white shoes on, but they had like Velcro straps on them. And Jessica goes, what are these kindergarten shoes? And then she was like, oh, this poor helpless soul. I'm going to have to look after her forever.
What was your first impression of me?
I was so nervous to meet you. And I still think this, like I'm not nervous, but I still think this, that you are the hottest woman on this planet. And I was like, there's no way this cool. Like even before we met and we was just talking and I swiped right on you to match, I was like, there's no way in hell this really
Because
cool.
Tinder's success story, everyone.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way in hell this really cool, super sexy, super hot chick would match with me. And then you did, and we started talking, and then we realized we had a friend in common, and then we went from there, and we had mutual understanding because we were both going through breakups. So
We trauma bonded.
and 2.5 years later, we're here.
Here's the thing though, like you think all these things about me, but no one else thinks that. Like I am that in your eyes only.
Yeah, because you are a goddess.
And you are a goddess to me.
Well, good.
Good.
Glad
Good.
that's settled.
Love you.
Love you. Yeah.
All right. What's my all-time favorite animal?
Doggo.
Oh, I do love dogs. Yes.
I've asked you that question. That's what you said to me.
Yours is a dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're both weird. Is your partner open to relocation for work or theirs?
Yes, you would follow me to the ends of the earth.
And yes, because you often have said, let's go to Spain.
Yeah, well, I'll go anywhere, to be honest.
I know, but because of the work that I am doing
I
now.
will go anywhere if it is somewhere where I could continue my career the way I see it.
I think we're very fortunate in the way that both of us have flexible careers that we could work from anywhere in the world.
And we could podcast from anywhere.
That's true.
So there you go. What's the first trip that we took together? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was that trip we went with our friends.
Oh, yeah. It was an 80s cruise.
An
and
80s
We
cruise.
dressed in fluoro
Yeah.
and yeah.
But if you mean like actual holiday trip, other like where we got off the boat, New Zealand.
yeah, we went to New Zealand
We went to New
together.
Zealand. That was the first time. First time I went overseas. First time I went with you.
Actually, we went to Melbourne too. That was after our first cruise though. Together.
Oh, yeah, we did too. I don't know why. I wasn't thinking like
Just in Australia.
that in terms of a trip. I was like, trip? What trip? Yeah, we've been to Melbourne a few times
Yeah.
to visit your family, friends
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, New Zealand was our first official trip that was.
Our first official trip that cost more than like $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, what's a silly moment that we still laugh about?
God, there's so many.
There's too many.
There's too many. We run a podcast. We have silly moments all the time.
I think the thing is Lauren says some really dumb shit.
I say some weird shit.
Lauren just makes these statements out of nowhere and you do this. I can't tell you one, like, because it
it's
enters
so
my brain
weird.
and leaves because I'm like, I can't hold on to that. But you'll just come out with something and I'll be like, what was the point of you even saying that? And you'll be like, I don't know.
The other night I was just like overtired and weird and I was just like this in the bathroom and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
So I'm about to go overseas. Actually, when this episode comes out, I'll probably be overseas.
Yeah, you'll
so
be
right
overseas.
now I'm overseas and we have cameras in the house because we have dogs
Yeah.
and we have like a camera at the backyard, camera at the front.
I'm looking after the dog, so I'm not
And
going with it.
We had this joke tonight that the camera's going to go off and I'll still get the notification, but it'll just be Lauren dancing at the back camera. Doing like, you know, the Mr. Burns on The Simpsons. I bring you love. It'll be funny.
What is a challenge we've faced together and got through? I don't know. We don't really have challenges.
I don't think we've even had one.
No, neither.
Maybe just like...
Dealing with your OCD. No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
I would say like just little disagreements where we've had to remind each other to stay open and communicating.
We're pretty good at that though.
Yeah, we are.
Just, once we've learnt each other's style of processing emotions and everything, then we're just like, okay. And then we talk about it and then go through. I think sometimes there's like a miscommunication and everyone's like
Oh yeah.
capable of that no matter what.
When you're in a relationship with someone who's completely different to you, and I don't mean that in terms of like when you have nothing in common. I mean, everyone
it's
is
true.
external to you.
Yeah.
You're never going to be 100% the same. So it's about how do you come together on those differences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, same. I don't think we've really had any major challenges.
Nothing that comes to mind anyway.
That we've had to overface. I think, yeah, I agree with you. It'd just be those small disagreements where, you know, you talk it through and then you're like, oh, we're annoyed at this. And then 2 seconds later, we're like laughing on the bed. So yeah. All right. Who said I love you first?
Pretty sure it was me, but we also started this thing where
I was going to tell this story too. You
instead
started
of
it.
saying I love you because it was like really early in our relationship, we started saying something else instead.
Yeah, you said moments.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was like a moment where you could say it. So
Yeah.
we said that for a long time before I just said. What made me tell you that I loved you, even though it was quite soon, so I am aware of that, was that I had this dream that I died. And I said to Lauren, I wouldn't want to have something happen to me, and in this small amount of time that we had together, I wouldn't want Lauren to not know how much she meant to me in that small amount of time.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Life is short. Have no regrets. Tell the people that you love them, just in case, because you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring.
Yeah. I didn't even remember that.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
I remember telling you in the car because I was telling you my dream.
I remember the moments thing because I remember my wall still being up a bit, and I was surprised that yours wasn't up more. And, you know, as typical lesbians, even though it
Moves really
moves
fast.
really fast. Yeah, even though we were trying to be cautious of everything that was going on, it still moved pretty fast. And then I remember you starting those little like moment things because neither one of us wanted to say the actual I love you yet.
But it was in that moment where we were very raw and honest with each other, because I remember there were a few moments where we were still talking about like the trauma that we had experienced with ex-partners, and how we had both said at certain moments, you know, if those ex-partners came back into the picture, we wouldn't be able to say no to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we still had such feelings, and things hadn't come full circle. Things weren't like
set in stone.
We didn't have closure
Yeah.
from those certain aspects. So we were totally, for a long time, enjoying each other's company, but prepared to leave each other
Yeah,
for
it
these
was
people
like
that had already fucked us over.
4 months.
So yeah, I suppose it was fast, but it wasn't fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
I know what you mean.
it is what it is. Okay, so the next one, if you're not already, does your partner want to get married someday?
We've had this conversation. You're quite indifferent about it and you don't really care if you do or you don't. You're like, we're already technically married in term.
Well, yeah, nothing's going to change
Nothing's
for
going to change for you. You're like, it's just a piece of paper.
me. So like,
thing.
really, do I want to get married? I don't really care.
You even said it in one of our previous episodes where you were like, I don't care about getting married, but if that's what Lauren wants to do, then sure.
Yeah, essentially. And so you do want to get
Yeah.
married. So we know that about each other.
Yeah.
A food that I absolutely wouldn't eat.
I don't know. You're pretty solid on foods.
You reckon? I don't think I'm that adventurous, really.
Oh, if you're talking about adventurous, I was thinking about like normal foods because apparently I'm so picky.
Well, I don't think you're picky. You just don't like things to the extent other people like things. Like Lauren doesn't like donuts, and she doesn't like peanut butter, and she doesn't like
Cheese.
cheese if it's not melted. And that's a problem. It's a problem because I love cheese. I love cheese. I'm like a cheese fiend. But what's something because there's, when I've said before, like I've gone to French places and I won't
Oh,
eat
yeah, snails.
Yeah, I definitely won't go there.
Yeah.
I won't go.
Or frog's legs.
Yeah, I won't go into the realms outside of beef, chicken, and lamb.
What if the frog's leg tastes like chicken?
Nah, it's still a frog's leg. I can see what it is.
What if that you can't see what it is?
Nah, I just wouldn't order it.
Fair. All right.
For you definitely won't eat unmelted cheese.
No one won't. What is your partner's love language?
You like reassurance and physical touch.
Physical touch is not a big one, although it kind of has been in our relationship.
I don't mean like physical. I mean like you like a hand on the knee.
Oh, yeah.
And you like being embraced. And we had this conversation the other day that in previous relationships, like we didn't have kisses every day and like physical touch every day or things like that. And so I find from your perspective that like you do like holding hands, you do like linking arms, you do like cuddles, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, reassurance,
Yeah, the reassurance, like the words of affirmation and stuff, and to be sure. Yeah, reassurance. I
What's
think
mine?
yours is similar. I think you have you also have a really big love language of like giving gifts and making sure everyone's happy. And
I would say my love language is cooking food.
yeah, well,
That's like my biggest, because I love making you dinner.
You do.
That's one of the biggest ways.
When I say gifts, I don't mean it has to be physically bought money gifts or so. Well, I guess it's acts of services, really. That kind of stuff, because cooking falls under acts of services. And physical touch and words of affirmation, same thing. I think everybody kind of goes intertwined with every part of their love languages.
If I had to just pick one, I would say mine is definitely acts of service then,
Yeah.
because my love language is food.
Food, yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's speed round these next 10 questions.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Do I snore, talk in my sleep, or do something funny while I'm sleeping?
You have snored previously, not like loud or anything, just like those cute little snores.
I hypnic jerk a lot.
You do hypnic jerk. I can't think whether you've talked in your sleep. I think I've accidentally punched you and you've accidentally punched me. That's about it.
You have made noises.
Have I?
Yeah, but not like actual sentences or anything.
Yeah.
But you've gone like,
Oh. Sure. Here we go. What's your partner's best ever Halloween costume?
Oh, we have a photo of this. I should put it up on the video. But we made Lauren a Portaloo for Halloween one year, and I was really annoyed because we put a lot of effort in and she didn't win. That's probably the best costume you've had.
We should have won. I was like, I don't know what yours is because I didn't know you before we saw your extravagant Halloween.
No, well, I don't really think I've had like an extravagant costume that hasn't been just a bought one.
Yeah.
So the one we've put the most effort into has definitely been your Portaloo outfit. That was really good.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, I like this costume because that's our Portaloo.
Okay, so I know what Hogwarts house you're in.
Yeah.
And you know which Hogwarts house I'm in. But if you had to choose one for me, what would you choose?
Gryffindor.
Would you?
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm a Gryffindor?
I think you would be both. I think you would be Ravenclaw and Gryffindor, like a Gryffindor. Gryffindor. Well, Ravenclaw, because you are a very intelligent person. You do love to learn. No challenge is too much for you. So you're always having like that inquisical kind of vibes.
Oh, keep the compliments coming. Love it.
Gryffindor, because I think you're just such a strong and brave person and you're willing to fight for those who you love.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. I know what you're going to say mine is. So.
I have been fighting with Lauren that, because she's also a Ravenclaw, but I've been fighting with Lauren that she's ultimately the Hufflepuff of the family.
I am a Ravenpuff.
You are a Ravenpuff. And I would say the same thing. You are very intelligent. You like to
sometimes.
learn. Yeah, sometimes you say some really blonde stuff. But that's okay. I love you.
Love you too.
But underneath the surface, like scratching the surface, you know your shit about the things that you care about. And I would just call you a Hufflepuff because you have that fun side, that really soft side that's not, you're not hard. Like, you know, you're not a person that has this really like shell of an exterior that people need to like claw through to get to you. Like you are very happy-go-lucky. What you see is what you get, which is what I attribute like to a Hufflepuff. Yes, absolutely. But I attribute to a Hufflepuff.
I'm a squishmallow.
A squishmallow. Okay, this next question, how many siblings do I have? This is a very easy answer.
0.
And you have 2.
I do have 2, and I am the eldest.
You are.
What's my dream home, city, apartment, countryside, or beach house?
You don't like the beach, so we can rule that one out. You don't mind the city, but I think you would prefer countryside. Although you don't like to be too far out, because every time we drive somewhere, you're like, this is so far away.
They should have had suburbia in that question.
Yeah,
because I'm a very suburbs.
And I'm the same.
Yeah,
which
you're
you know.
the same. Yeah.
Okay, what's a career or passion I've mentioned wanting to pursue long term?
You want to produce music.
Mm-hmm. I know that you are in business and marketing. However, I think that you would love to write plays and write books.
Yeah.
Anything with journalism as well, because you've said you've always wanted to do that, which I have to say this podcast has allowed us to do some amazing things.
Really cool things.
In those fields. So that is really, really cool. Okay, what would I likely choose? Winning the lottery or traveling the world for free?
See, that's such a hard one. I feel like you could go both ways because in winning the lottery, you would not just be a greedy bitch and keep that all to yourself. Because we actually spoke about this the other day.
We did.
We would definitely we wouldn't tell anyone, but we definitely use the money to pay it forward to other people as well as like helping, you know, people within our family and whatnot.
There is a gentleman that has won the lottery around our area currently, and he has been paying coffee shops the whole day's worth of wages so that people that go into the shop can get coffee for free every day, and paying off lay-bys for struggling families and paying off fuel for people who are going to petrol stations. And I just feel like if that wealth was ever to be shared with us from the universe, I would want to do the same. I would absolutely share the wealth. However,
yeah, I was going to say, however,
I would also love to
travel for free. But if you won enough in the lottery, you could also travel. So you're doing both, doing the world's good and traveling. So
I think you would have the same answer because we have the exact same outlook on this.
We have same morals and views, and that's why we're attracted to one another.
Yep.
What's something I hope we'll achieve together in the next 5 years?
I think we would, in the next 5 years, have purchased our first property together, maybe expanded our careers into the next step up the ladder that we want to achieve, and have started a family.
Oh. cute.
You would say the same thing.
I would say the same thing.
Exactly.
I'd just add the ring part.
Oh, yeah, because you care about marriage and I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, what's my favorite way to spend time with you?
Our favorite way to spend time together, honestly, is any time we spend together. But our favorite time is two ways. Either just being on the couch, chilling, snugging, hanging out, or laying in bed after a long, hard day, watching SVU or a crime show or Rizzoli and Isles and chilling together and snugging.
I would say the exact same thing. All right, last question. What is my deepest fear?
Do I know the answer to this? I don't know if we've even talked about it.
I think
we've spoken about fears, but I don't know if we've spoken about like deepest.
To get really
fears.
raw, I think my deepest fear, which you would be able to scratch the surface on this if we really thought about it, but I think my deepest fear would be to like lose the people that I love.
Yeah.
That would be the hardest thing for me.
Yeah. The thing is, people only see you as a very strong person, which you are, but they don't get to see the warmth that's inside of you and the softness. And you're someone that feels with your whole heart and soul, and you're quite like you feel with your emotions. And
I'm
so
a very emotive person.
Yeah. So when you lose someone or something that you love that's close to you, you feel it with your whole soul and being. So I can understand that.
Yeah. What's your greatest fear? Because we haven't talked about this.
No, I know. I think my greatest fear is similar, losing the people that I love.
I think the one thing we've said about when talking about regrets is that you don't want to have any.
Yeah, I don't want to have any regrets. I think sometimes I go into these weird mindsets of what's the point of life if you just pass away anyways, and then that's a weird cycle in my mind. But then I'm like, is it because I'm afraid of dying? But is it more because you're afraid of leaving the people behind that you love? So that I think that's where that comes from.
But I think that also is that minimalist mindset creeps in of why do we have all these things when we're just going to leave them to someone who maybe doesn't care about them as much as we do, so why have them in the first place?
Yeah.
Because I go through that cycle too. You know, I'm an avid collector, as you know. Our listeners might not know, but I collect Pokemon cards, I collect pop vinyls, I collect Simpsons memorabilia, I have
Fallout stuff.
Kilograms and kilograms of Lego. It's all these things that I feel like I have spent so much time and money on over the course of so many years. But if we didn't have a family or we didn't have kids, like who is that going to go to?
Yeah.
And would they care as much as us? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's something as the conversation of family has come up a lot lately. We have gone, I don't know if this is something we're going to regret or not. So we don't want to live without regret.
Yeah, we don't want to
without a legacy, I guess.
We don't want to live with regret at all. Yeah. It got deep towards the end.
It did. I wasn't prepared for the deep, even though I wrote it.
we were talking about deepest fears, so there we were. I hope everyone enjoyed learning this a little bit more about Lauren and I. I think this is good because this episode comes after a revisit to our first episode.
I know, it's great. And I think I realized that I do listen, but it's hard for my brain to take things in sometimes or remember to bring it out, even though I know all these things anyways. But it's also good because it's opened up conversations for us to have anyways.
Before we sign off on this episode, I want to tell you one thing.
Okay.
And that's that no matter what happens in this world, we started this podcast together and this is our legacy regardless.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Well, I think that's a perfect note to sign off on.
Yeah. So I've had fun this week doing this little quiz.
Me too.
And so until next week,
I guess you better remember to
stay gay, motherfuckers.